Hello, everyone. I'm Vanashree Belgamwar. I'm an Ayurvedic practitioner in Twin Cities, Minnesota. I've been practicing for the last 13 years here. And I was just looking for different resources to grow my practice and bring in more people. The main part that I do in my practice is creating more awareness about this holistic medicinal science. And it's so important that the science reaches a larger group of people, and that's what I was looking for. And I was intrigued because Chen Yen has this amazing course on converting patients through speaking, and that's what really intrigued me to join the course. Yes.
What were you feeling most frustrated with before the six-figure speaking makeover mentorship for introverts?
I was really frustrated because I had tried virtually every every marketing option out there. I did SEOs, I did social media marketing, I did everything, basically everything out there for marketing, and nothing was giving me like a result. Um, I think this was something very new. That is why I wanted to try it, because I wanted to see how speaking would be effective. And I love myself. I love talking to new people a whole lot, and talking about Ayurveda. It's my very, very deep passion, and I love sharing all these things with people. So speaking was something that really pulled me towards it.
How were you feeling about your practice back then?
I had recently launched it full time. So I used to work in my practice, but now me and my husband it's our business, our family business together. So this was a time when we wanted to dive in deeper. We wanted to see what else we can do with the practice to grow it even further. So I was kind of just getting started to build up more clientele. This mentorship has really helped me gain a new perspective towards marketing, for sure. And after that, it I had to put in work, obviously, with any mentorship to create more speaking opportunities and things like that. But I think it has really given me the confidence that speaking can convert and I can bring in more clients.
And so you were doing it part-time before? How part-time before?
Part-time, as in like we didn't have our own clinic space yet. I was working from home during the midst of COVID. I had my second child, so I was still like getting back on track after my like maternity leave and things like that. So now we have an established office, we have an established building. I also offer a lot of different detoxifying therapies and things like that. So yeah, it was part-time, as in I was still working, but I was working whenever I wanted to. Now it's the other way. I'm working full-time, and I'm available for anyone anytime they want, basically.
And what made you decide to go full-time in the business?
I really thought that this has a really great potential of growing, and not just that, integrative medicine, I feel, is going to be the future. It's so much needed, especially after COVID hit, and everyone knew that there is no right answer, no one right answer for everything that we go through, right? There are so many different therapies or so many different holistic modalities that can help heal. So I think now that people are more aware of it, our job is going to be easier to create more awareness about this holistic medicine.
How were you feeling as you decided to sign up for the six-figure speaking makeover mentorship? Any hesitation?
The cost was one thing that that I was initially really taken aback when I heard. But with any, like, because before this I had spent thousands and thousands of dollars in so many different marketing avenues and nothing worked. I'm like, well, this is the last thing I'm going to try, because I really want to see if this helps or not. So the price was one thing that I was worried about, but then once I saw how much amount of work is put into the mentorship, I think it's nothing compared to what Chen Yen is offering. The amount of things that she's offering and the price of the mentorship is phenomenal.
What's changed for you that you're excited about?
Well, I'm really excited about getting new speaking opportunities. My goal is to be on TEDx someday. So I'm really excited, but I believe in slow growth and I believe in taking baby steps. So yeah, I'm reaching out to a whole lot of places, today I reached out to two new places for speaking engagements. So yeah, it's going great. Putting the word out there that I am practicing, is also gaining a lot of momentum because I'm getting other opportunities through it, like not just speaking opportunities, but just it is for a form of marketing. I feel is just you actually being responsible for marketing rather than giving it to someone else, so I really feel that that is something that I was somewhat confident, but now my confidence has really gained momentum and power, I think.
Wonderful. Tell us about the speaking opportunities you've gotten booked for. Like, how many opportunities have you gotten booked for that you're excited about?
Well, up till now, I already did two. I already did two workshops. There are upcoming workshops that when I'm talking about like Ayurveda on stress, vitality, and emotional health at one of the NCE wellness centers. So it's basically a no, psychologist, and she practices here in the Twin Cities. And I just reached out to her, and she was really excited to do something with me. So that is one opportunity that I got from this. I'm also working with the different health food stores to do like Ayurvedic cooking classes, workshops on different topics on Ayurveda, which is really, really helpful. There is a place called Tao Foods, which is like a herbery that I reached out to, and I'm waiting for them to come back to me still. But yeah, it's going great, and I'm reaching out. I heard back from so many different conferences that they would like to have me on board for their next year's events. So yeah, I'm super excited to see where it takes me.
That's super exciting. What was it like for you to have done for you templates and scripts?
Oh, that was the best part, I would say. It was just so, I mean, now because we have the templates and the scripts so easy on hand, we can immediately formulate emails. Like it's so much easy to just copy paste things. Like a whole lot of groundwork is already done in the course is what I feel. So it's just Chen Yen gives you all the material. The ball is in your court, and you have to use it wisely to create results. So I would say I really, really liked the templates and the scripts.
How did you feel about speaking before the mentorship?
I used to speak at a lot of different places, but the mentorship gave me new ideas, new avenues of where I might speak. It also how to improve my speaking, because Chen Yen does talk about a lot of little nitty-gritties in the mentorship where you would see that she has really, really genuinely put in a lot of effort into this mentorship to create this awesome these templates, these scripts, and even like just the parts that she has broken down the talk into is really, really impactful. So I really think those ideas were very, very beneficial.
How did you feel about reaching out to providers before the mentorship?
I haven't reached out to a lot of providers, but I'm starting to reach out to some of the providers, and now I'm gaining a lot more confidence into reaching them. So yeah, because now we have a lot of information and the right way to reach out to providers. So I think I'm a lot more confident.
Tell us about your services and a little bit about your range of services.
Yes, so I offer initial consults, one-on-one Ayurvedic initial consults in person and virtual. I'm also trained in something called as Nadi Pariksha, which is pulse diagnosis and Ayurvedic pulse diagnosis. So I also offer that service. There are a lot of different panchakarma services that are detoxifying therapies in Ayurveda, like Shirodhara, where we pour warm oil on the forehead. There is Marma, which is like Ayurvedic acupressure, like different energy point stimulation, basically. I also offer Ayurvedic massage and steam, like herbal steam application. There are a lot of other therapies that we do too that are done on joints, like we do joint busties and things like that. So I offer all those fun therapies.
What do you charge for your services?
My initials are usually, well, I've recently raised my rates. My initials are usually 350 for 2 hours, and my follow-ups are 175 for an hour. My therapies range anywhere from 60 to 190 for an hour or so, depending on what therapy it is.
We had a one-on-one session where we worked also on other things like your email marketing, and tell us a little bit about that and what that was like for you.
Yes, like our first one-on-one, like my first one-on-one call with Chen Yen, she gave me a lot of valuable information as to how to utilize my current email mailing list, right? Like we forget, or we tend to forget how much power it can possess or has. Like, or just reminding people over and over again through newsletters can really help. But not just that, she also told me different ideas as to how or what content of the newsletter can be there. She gave me like stuff for like the content that I can come up with every month, and what all changes I could do, and how I could create them in advance, how I could use different platforms to create my content. So yeah, it was very valuable.
How has that helped you with your email that you shared with your base, or with getting new interest or more interest in signups?
Yes, I think I've because now that I'm on track with newsletters, and I'm really seeing to it that I send a newsletter at least every week, once every week. I have seen quite a good response from people. We also recently launched our own product line. So yeah, our products are also something that we add into the email newsletters as well. And I've seen a good response from people at least who have seen in the past, maybe like 3-4 years out, and then they would immediately be reminded, oh my God, I need to go get in a follow-up, or maybe now she's doing therapy, so I'll just go check on the therapies and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I am getting a good response, and it's so important to keep reminding people, is what I feel.
How is your husband's involvement in the business now?
Yeah, so my husband is more he's a pharmacist. He is a doctor of pharmacy, and we decided to do this together because first of all, he was in corporate. He was just being getting burnt out, and like even after getting burnt out, he was just like, what is the purpose of doing this? Like how much am I going to keep grinding, and then with no like futile results and stressed on top of it. So I was like, let's do something with a higher purpose. He also like thought about it for a while. We really waited for 3 to 4 months to take this decision, but he said, yeah, you're right, maybe just let's start our own business and see how it goes. And Ayurveda is going to be like, as I said, holistic and integrative medicine is going to be the future. So yeah, we are also in the process of launching a new health drink, and a lot of other great Ayurvedic things that are coming our way. But yeah, so that's how we decided, because we really genuinely want to help people in their healthcare journeys. And Ayurveda, I think, is the best science that could help with, it's a natural holistic science, and it's not that difficult. It's very easy to implement. So I think Ayurveda is definitely going to help a whole lot of people in the world.
How did he feel about the mentorship?
Before, he was like, we were really skeptical as to should we really invest such a big amount into the mentorship. But I feel, yeah, I kind of sort of convinced him that this is another way. It's a new way to look at marketing. So let's see how this goes. And then he was like, okay, let's see how it goes. So that's why we together made this decision of coming into the mentorship.
How's he feeling about it now?
He's like, yes, the mentorship is great. He's seeing the results from it. I remember Chen Yen, the best part that he liked through the mentorship, like even the small changes, like little changes that Chen Yen asks you to do. Like she would go over your website, she would just give you such simple, important changes that you could make to your website. And as soon as I made them, like my website is looking so much better and so much professional now, and I designed my own website. So Even like these small tips from Chen Yen made a huge difference.
What was your favorite part of the makeover mentorship experience?
I think my favorite part was to be with the community who is in the same boat, because we do a lot of different exercises during the mentorship where we have our mentorship buddy, we have breakout rooms where we discuss a whole lot of things. So I really liked that part of the mentorship is just when you're with a group of people, you're not alone, you're not the one who you're not the only one who's struggling, right? So I think that part was really good. And not just the community part or our group, like literally, like our small group was like a family, I feel, and we were doing everything together. And that personal connection is also what I felt. Even though everything was virtual, I really felt that there was a deep personal connection with Chen Yen.
What would you say to someone who might be like, I don't know about a group kind of a thing?
Oh, like a group class.
Mm-hmm.
I really think that group sessions really um, motivated me, at least, to do a lot better, to perform a lot better in the mentorship. Also, it helped to uh, gain a different perspective about a problem that you might be facing. So sometimes, like I remember in the mentorship, I was struggling with coming up with my own speaker one sheet, but like after Chen Yan um, gave us the idea of other speaker one sheets, or we saw speaker one sheets of other practitioners, I got so much input from that. So I really think having a group program really makes it better, actually, not worse. I do really feel that we need a group to learn.
And how was this experience different for you from other business trainings that you've had in the past?
This is my first mentorship, so I think this well, and I liked it. I really liked it. So it's just now it's the time to implement it and to see what results it brings me, which I've already seen, that it is quite effective. It's just the amount of work I put in, the better results I get, right? So I think I really enjoyed the mentorship.
What's your vision that you're really excited about?
Well, my vision is to to globalize Ayurveda. I really want to create more awareness about this therapy because it's such a valuable healthcare system, and it's still not out there. It's still not as famous as maybe Chinese medicine or other complementary modalities, right? So my main goal is to talk a lot about it, is to speak, and creating awareness through speaking is, I think, one-on-one connection is so important when you speak. And I think that's why also I was more like intrigued, because speaking can really empower people to be on the right path towards their healthcare journey. And I think that's why my goal is to create more awareness and bring in more people into the Ayurveda world.
Love it. And tell everybody about like, yeah, and you've got kids too, right?
Oh yes, two kids. Oh my God. I have a 7 and a 2-year-old. So my toddler, I used to do some of the classes with him being around. It was just, yeah, one day it was just a disaster when, yeah, he like spilled something. But yeah, after all, it's worth it. I mean, the amount of work you put in is really worth the time that you put into the mentorship.
If you knew then what you know now, what advice would you give?
Take the leap of faith. Do it, and do it for yourself, not for anyone else. Do it because you want to get better, and do it because you want to um, be the best at what you do. And I think I took the leap of faith, and I really believe that this is going to take me some places. And I'm in it. I'm fully committed. So I'm there, and that is what I would give the same advice to people who are thinking about joining this mentorship. Go ahead, don't think twice, and it's something that has really helped me grow my business. So yes, please take the leap of faith and join the mentorship.
What would you say to someone who might be on the fence?
The amount of material that you would get through the mentorship is really, really worth whatever you're paying for. And also the other aspects of mentorship, not just the material, but even Chen Yen's valuable inputs. You do have 2 different one-on-one calls with her. Also, there are other mentors in the mentorship that are extremely valuable too. So, and she doesn't just work on the speaking engagement. She also tries to improve other areas of your business. It could be marketing, it could be, like social media posting, or it could be website rejuvenation. So it could be a lot of other things that Chen Yen would help you. So yeah, just jump into it and see what wonders it brings you.
Thank you so much for taking the time and being here and sharing today. And it's exciting you've gotten booked for these opportunities, and also the conferences are interested in having you next year. So congratulations with all that. Also sharing Ayurveda with more and more people. I love your vision. So for those of you who are at a place in your practice where you feel like you're at a plateau and you just know you're capable of so much more, you feel this bubbling up inside you and you would love the practice to grow more without having to do as much marketing, or you would love it to be running more without you and still help more people and make good money, then reach out to introvertedvisionary.com. So go to introvertedvisionary.com and then book a free chat with us, and certainly happy to see how we can help you grow faster and with less stress. So till next time.